Hey everybody, welcome to the 1804 show. I'm your host, Dollar Will, and this is episode 16. Finally got my guest on here, and we finna rock it. We finna kill it on this special episode. You know, to do this episode because this guy is so multi-talented, and I just love talking to talented men and stuff like that. But again, just want to send my condolences to the family of Michael K. Williams, who died today at the age of 54. And it's just unfortunate when someone overdose. It really hits home for me because of what happened with my family and stuff like that. So my condolences to his loved ones, his family, his friends, his confidants, everybody. But yeah, we finna go deep. We finna hit y'all just with a good subject matter. Yeah, let me get bro in real quick. But yeah, it's just one thing about life, man, is that we gotta cherish every day like it's our last. It just seems like we losing people left to right, and we just have to make sure that we have no regrets, that we give everything just 100% every day, because you just never know when it's gonna be your time to go. So that's why I make every day fun. I make every day productive because, like I said, you just never know when it's your time. So you just have to, keep that in mind and keep that perspective. But yeah, tickets still on sale for the Battle of the Sexes. Yours truly gonna be there on the 18th. So again, I'm excited. I'm happy just to be recognized and put on this pedestal as somebody who's a public figure. So I'm excited about it. Yeah, I'm just waiting on my guests to get here so we can get this started. So, but yeah, I just hope everybody good. I hope everybody's well. And we need to do a whole lot of mental checks now, especially in this pandemic. It's still a pandemic going on. It's still cases of coronavirus going up. So let's pray for everybody who's going through it. But yeah, bro, I see you. What's good? What's good?
What's happening? What's happening?
Oh man, nothing, bro. So just chilling, man. Finally making it happen.
Hey, finally.
Right, right. So, how about you introduce yourself to my viewers, man? Give a little brief introduction about yourself, real quick.
This is the '90s nostalgic Aijalon Singz. I am exactly what you were looking for in today's time.
Yeah, that's dope, man. I respect that. I respect that. But yeah, man, I just want to say thank you for coming on the show, man, because I really been trying to get you on here for a minute, since I did K-Dub, man. I ain't even gonna front with you.
For sure, man. I had to make it happen. We had to make it happen
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah, man. Like I said, I'm a big fan of yours, man. To
I
anybody
appreciate
and
it.
everybody who don't know this dude, man, this dude got a golden voice unbelievable, out of this world.
I try. I try.
And that's all we
I'm
can
just
do.
I'm just humble, man. Like, because God blessed me with something that I can actually like help people with. So like that's really like the reason why I keep doing what I'm doing.
Yeah, man, you really doing your thing, man, and congratulations on your video, man, that dropped today.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, we ain't
yeah,
gonna
that pull
we
up.
gonna we ain't gonna leave that out.
Oh yeah, that pull up.
Yeah, yeah, that's dope, man.
That was a good record. I can't even lie. Just how that record came about. Man, K Dub. Let me give a backstory real quick on K Dub because I don't think a lot of people don't know how K Dub and I actually met, which was very very organic.
Hmm.
So that's how I knew things was like going to be like where it should be. Um, I was at my brother's house who passed away this past November, and we were drinking in the man cave, and he was like he ran out of he smoked cigarettes at the time.
Hmm.
But he ran out some cigarettes, and I was like, "Bro, you already drunk. You ain't driving." So I said, "All right, cool. I'll go get it." So I went to the Quick Trip. That's literally straight down the block. And I walk in, and I'm singing Michael Jackson, "Butterflies," and stuff. I don't know why I was singing this song at this time, but I was just singing the song, and I guess he heard me. I didn't see him, and I walk outside after I paid for them, and then he stopped. He was like, "Hey, my guy, hey, you a singer, bro?" I was like, I was a little sketchy because I was like, yeah, because like people, people don't just pull up on you like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So, so I was like, yeah. It's like, oh man, I'm an artist, man. I'm from Michigan. Very organic, very humble person. Look intimidating. I can't even lie. but at the same time, man, he was a great person, man. And then from there, like we didn't even do music for 2 years straight. We just knew each other. We always talked about getting in the studio, doing this and that. Didn't do it for 2 years, and then when we finally got in there, it was just like complete magic. Like every time we get in there, it's just like boom, 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 boom. Like we don't need to write anything. We don't really have to because we know each other's mindset is. I don't know how that chemistry is just like that, but that's what it became.
yeah. I was about to say that, man, because it's really rare to find a singer and a rapper to just
Mm-hmm.
flow so effortlessly. It's just so
Yeah.
cold, man. And I was gonna say like the Blue September, man. Make sure y'all cop that, by the way. But it just seemed like it was like
Blue
on
September.
some best of both worlds type stuff.
Yeah, he comes from a man. That dude's story, man, is it's heartbreaking, man. I ain't gonna lie. It's very heartbreaking just to know like the things that I know now and know where it's going. I'm just like, yo, I don't know how you still keep. I don't know how you keep pushing. I don't know how you keep pushing through all this pain. But dude, that Blue September is, and I think I'm on like 5 or 6 of them joints. But it does give like the best of both worlds. It gives you the street feel, it gives you the love feel, it gives you the pain of loss, and it gives you that joy. It gives you everything that you need in one album, and it's crazy because like I sit here and listen to the same songs off of that album every day, and it's not, and half of them not even the same. It's not the ones with me on it.
Right. Hey man, I feel it, bro, because nothing is my joint. I feel like you told my story, man. Because it's like you gotta have been in a toxic relationship in order to be able to relate. So I can relate.
Bro, yo, I can't even look. You know what? I, I, I honestly, man, I didn't even think about no toxic relationship. But now that you mention it, not now that you mentioned, because look, I'll tell you how that came about real quick. That was a good one because we got into the studio. Me and Kato got into the studio with this dope dude named Dope Jockey. Great man, dude is amazing. Man, Kato and then went to the liquor store to go grab some stuff. So I was like, I went ahead and finished what we had. I had already finished Pull Up, and then they played that beat, and I was like, I just heard the background. I was like, don't tell me you was nothing. I was like, oh, I got it. Hey, hit that record button real quick. Hit that record button real quick. As soon as I hit the record button, it came in. Don't tell me it was nothing. Don't tell me that you've been out here just. I was like, okay, you know what? This is gonna blow. I said, by the time he get back, I'm already had a hook and my verse done. By the time he walked back in, I was just sitting out there. He was like, hey, y'all already? Did you already get? I was like, waiting on you. So he played it back for him. He was like, yo, bro, that's cold, bro. That's like, but that nothing joint is it. Man, it does explain, man. I'm pretty sure that song will resonate with a lot of people when it comes to like the toxic relationships or just like any situation. Like you can really put yourself in any situation in that. Like you can literally look at your friends and see what type of relationships they in, whether that's either family or any of that. Like you can really take it any kind of way that you want. I'm not even gonna lie, like, but I definitely wasn't thinking about toxic relationships. I don't know what I was thinking about. I have no idea. Like, I wasn't under the influence of nothing. I was just standing in the booth, like, I don't even know what I'm gonna say. Like, but I know this has to resonate with women. That's all I could think about was like, this has to resonate with a woman. If it resonates with a woman, then it's gold. Because women gonna listen to the music more than guys do. They gonna buy it too. And we only gonna buy it if they want it.
Yeah, man, that really spoke to me, man, because I always go through a whole lot of toxicity for some reason. I know that I take some responsibility because I do attract certain women and people and stuff like that. But that's why I was like, man, that spoke to my soul. You know what I'm saying? So, so I was like, yeah. Like this my guy. I got to meet him now. So, yeah. But I
appreciate it.
Oh, no problem, man. But I really appreciate your artistry because we really don't get a whole lot of real singers anymore. Just studio magic singers and this and that. So
right.
I wanted to ask you, what was your influences? Like, who got you into singing in the first place?
I started singing in the church, so I started listening to a lot of Smokey Norfolk. So like listening to his voice alone, I was like, yo, like I don't know. But then like once I branched over from the gospel into the R&B, I got to the Music Soul Childs, the Cases, the John B's, the Temptations. Like I took it back because I went to Luther Vandross. And that was probably Luther Vandross, I would say, was one of the influences that came along because how great he sounds live.
Mm-hmm.
So I always was like, I need to make sure that I sound completely good on the record, but sound just like the record and better. So like those are the influences. Like, but Music Soul Child probably played the biggest role because of just his feel. Like, I don't know what it was, but his feel alone, it just gives me that like that awe factor.
Yeah, his vibe is unexplainable. I love music, man, and because I grew up, in the '90s, so I feel like that was the best music that came out of the industry to me because every song
Right.
meant something. Because now it's just all about lust. It's all about scamming and all this other stuff. But back then, it was just every song meant something mostly.
Right.
Even the sex songs, like it wasn't. I would say it wasn't like aggressive. It was more comfort than anything. And and I'm a comforter, man. I'm not aggressive, bro. Like, I'm very just honest, like I'm a seducer than anything, man. It's just a lot of people just think because I'm this big like NFL looking lineman cat that I'm just aggressive, but I'm very gentle. Like I always been in tune with my emotions and feelings and
Right,
stuff like that. So it's just when I really run across real music and stuff like that, it just does something to me. And
right.
I just explain to people that we really need that music back since they're bringing everything else back. How about the music?
Yeah, and I think Young Ma said it. Young Ma said it in one of her tweets at one point in time about like they feel like they definitely need to bring the real R&B, this rap like it just done went haywire. Like for me, and that was really my biggest thing of like just creating records that really give that 90s feel. So like even if you look behind me, I got my Lover EP playing in the background. Like that EP alone was like all 90s nostalgic type vibes. Like that's it was 90s nostalgic in modern days time. They really give you that today's feel, but still keep you having that blast from the past. You know what I mean? So I definitely understand and feel you when it comes to like bringing real music. And I love it. And when you think about real music like that, you got to think like Babyface, back to Babyface days. The subliminal, saying it, but subliminally saying it to where you know what he's talking about.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, man. Because I was having this talk with one of my good friends earlier. And I was telling her that the Way Into Exhale soundtrack, it was my favorite soundtrack
Oh,
out of everybody's. Like, because it was just so deep, man. Because even though like we were men, a lot of people just act like men don't channel or don't feel anything, but we do, man, and it just makes you like,
man,
dang. Because I know
man, we be
I
in the
broke
car
some
bumping
hearts.
R&B, and
Yeah, because I broke some hearts before, so it's just like now we like listen to it and you feel people, and it's crazy. Like Babyface wrote majority of that soundtrack, so and it just a gift to be able to put your place and put yourself to a woman and just be
yeah.
able to understand how they go do things and it just taught me how to be more respectful.
You can learn the respect part, but you're never gonna understand the
Oh
woman.
no,
I hate to say it.
no.
I grew up in a family full of them, so and I still don't understand them to this day. And I ain't gonna say my age, but I'm still I still don't understand them to this day. And I'm just like, yo, clearly this is not something that's gonna ever happen. So I'm just gonna not necessarily say give up, but I'm going to compromise.
Oh yeah, man. I have a mom, a sister. Oh my gosh, like they be all over the place. But yeah, I wanted to go back to what you said a few moments ago.
Mhm.
So you said that your brother passed away.
Yeah, That's probably one of the hardest things. Yeah.
Oh, oh yeah.
Oh
I
boy,
understand, man. I went through the same
that's
thing.
a hard topic, boy.
Yeah.
That's a hard topic.
No, we don't have to go into that, but I wanted to ask you.
It's cool.
But I wanted to ask you, um, how you was able to. I ain't gonna say come back to normal, but I would say
Hmm.
how do you able to cope with it because I went through the same thing as well, and
I don't.
yeah,
I'm not even gonna lie. I don't like. I know a lot of people don't like to be vulnerable. I'm a vulnerable person, So like, and honestly, I'm more vulnerable now because he's gone. Like, it was only two of us, so I'm the last one left. So people, I don't, and nobody really understands the relationship that he and I had. So like, it's to receive that phone call. Like, of course, would think that you would receive a phone call about like an older person, like grandparent or a great aunt or something like that, or whatever case, but not your 30-year-old brother, like that got everything to live for. So like I haven't coped with it honestly still. Like I accept it because it's reality. But
Hmm.
at the same time, like I was just crying last night about it. Like I can't even lie. Like I was on the ride home from doing a gig and I was playing a song, and as you know, one of his songs that I have that nobody has ever heard, I just came on. I just hearing his voice alone, I'm just like, bro, it's almost been a whole year and I have not heard your voice. Like I haven't been able to like call you and tell you like what's been going on. Haven't been able to get advice. I haven't coped, like honestly, and it's definitely hard. And I think it when you go through something like go through a loss that's with a person that's that close to you,
Hmm.
you don't necessarily cope with it at all. You just accept it and you really don't move on. I know people say time heals, time don't. That's why I said in that song. In that song that I got with K Dub on that, it's called Times Like This. I said in that song as the hook, though all of my scars have taught me that life always goes on. No, not even time can heal all the pain from the ones who passed on. On. We hustle and grind each and every day, stepping out on our face. God help us make a way. Let go of my pride and no ego in my eyes. And this is why. Listen, when I wrote that, I literally was just thinking about my brother the entire time. Just thinking about like how nothing is going to help that situation. Like except for me, like I can just deal with it. I deal with it just day by day. Like day by day, I just go about it, think about what he would say to me. Like ask God to send him to me in a dream or something. Like you don't cope with stuff like that, man. I ain't gonna lie, you can't. It's hard.
Yeah,
It's life.
yeah. And that's the thing. Like when I was going through it, I was always the strong friend, and I
Yeah.
and I felt powerless because
Mm-hmm.
my brother was 40 when he passed away. So I was the man of the house since I was a kid. He was already out the house when I pretty much was coming to fruition and this and that. So
Yeah.
when it was time for me to be the man of the house, like come from my mom during the time of need, I didn't know what to do. It was hard,
Mm-hmm.
and it changed me. I don't even remember who I used to be. I don't even really remember how everything happened because my mental was just shot. So I get it. And
Definitely,
anytime you need to talk, man, I'm here for you.
for sure, for sure. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
And just to go off of what you said too, to piggyback off that,
Hmm.
it does change you. Like I don't know a lot of people that know me now will say I'm a different person. I move very differently. I don't and like I ain't gonna lie, my brother Vontez was just like that was a man, he was a gift, man. Like I've never seen a person in my life who had everything to live for and was accomplishing everything in such a short period of time and has done so many things. Like I got to be the best man. I got to watch this man get engaged. I got to watch this man get married as his best man. I got to watch him have his son. I got to watch him buy a house at 22 years old. I got to watch him do things that I didn't know was imaginable at the age that he was. Like just to do the things that he does, and just thinking about him, man, I could tear up all day and just think about all the accomplishments that he's done, because it's like, yo, like that was like since all we had was each other growing up, we taught each other how to be men and taught each other how to do things. And like I moved to Atlanta because of him. And man, it changes you so to a point where like, yeah, you don't know who you used to be anymore.
Hmm.
And I don't think that people will, when people see the change in you, they're not necessarily going to understand why, but like my man Blast in LA said, what's understood don't need to be,
Don't need to be explained. Yeah.
explained. It's like you can't. I'm I knew for a fact I was gonna change. I wasn't gonna be the same person I used to be. I knew that, and like I didn't care who I lost. I didn't care who supposedly was a friend
hmm
and decided to alleviate themselves. I didn't care. I was like, I don't care. Like my best friend, the person that I talk to the most, is gone. What do I care that you're going for? You're not gonna hurt my feelings,
Right. And that's how I feel
you
now,
know?
bro. Like it's so crazy. All the people that left during
Yeah.
that time, and I just lost.
Started off with Kobe.
Right, right, man. And because I just looking at it like, okay, where do I go from here? And
Yeah.
how do I move on? And because I felt that I didn't really have time to just, be in my sorrows and this and that, especially when you stay somewhere and you're the breadwinner. People be like, okay,
Hmm.
you sad, you hurt, and this and that, but the lights gotta stay on. We still gotta have food in the refrigerator. We still gotta, have a roof over our head. We don't care about how you feel, and
Hmm.
and that was just like dang. But it left me to have to, fend for myself, and I realized
Hmm.
that, what I'm saying, this is what it is, and but they say that you get the best reality check during tragic situations. That's when you get the
Unfortunately.
yeah. And I don't wish that on nobody, bro. And I explain to people every day is that you got to be cautious and careful about how you treat people and what you say and this and that. Like
Yeah.
even when we upset in the midst of our emotions, we got to learn how to master our emotions, and it's really important that we get the proper professional help. And I just
Hmm.
explain to people that when it comes to us as being black men, man, I can admit that to a certain extent that we're damaged to a certain extent
Hmm.
because we had to grow up fast because we didn't have fathers in our homes. So
Hmm.
that alone, plagues us to, try to be around as much masculine energy as possible.
Hmm.
So I was able to get better because I didn't want that to be the last chapter of my life. I still had to
Right.
live. I still had to go on. I still had my nieces. My nephew wasn't born yet, but he came 2 years later. And
Hmm.
it was just a lot, to really deal with because everybody depended on me to make them feel better, but I was dying on the inside, so,
Right.
and I had to, just find something to do. I had to just continue on with his legacy. So that's why I created this platform and just really have given my life into helping others and interviewing others and getting their stories across because it's just really amazing how we lose so many people without their voices, without footage of them.
Hmm.
And I don't really remember how my brother sounded. I don't remember how his voice sounded like, his laugh, none of that. So I said that wasn't going to happen to me, that I was going to go out like that. So unfortunately, if something happens to me, at least y'all got footage and hear my voice and hear how I'm able to.
1804.
Right. And that's what it's about, man. It's about legacy, bro. And it's just the stuff that you do, man. Just the records, bro. Man, that's forever, bro. That's timeless.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Man,
That's longevity was always the word for me.
Yeah, man. And that's what I just try to explain to people. You can't
Mm-hmm.
allow yourself to be a victim for years. You know what I'm saying? It's okay to be like that for some days, weeks, in some cases months, but when you're years into it, then it's your responsibility to get the healing, to fix yourself. Because,
Right.
I can admit, when I was going through that, man, I wanted to hurt everybody who hurt me. I wanted to I wanted to really seek vengeance upon people who betrayed me and scandalized my name, and girls who cheated on me. I wanted them to feel so bad because I was feeling bad. But then I realized that I had to get that love that
Yeah.
that was gone. I had to
Yeah.
get that back into myself and pour that back into myself. So once I was able to snap out of that, um, everything made sense. I felt so much better, and being able to show my healing process to thousands of people, because there's some telling how many people seen my videos and episodes. So I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't living a lie anymore. And it's so easy for
Mm-hmm.
people to live a lie than their truth. And I think we do that too much because we're afraid to be judged by our peers and stuff. And sometimes you gotta be honest, not just with your
Right.
peers, but with yourself. And be like, okay,
Right.
I'm not fine. Let me find out and let me
More
figure out.
so,
Hmm.
more so, just being honest with yourself.
Yeah,
Forget everybody else.
yeah.
It ain't really about everybody else at that point. Like like I said earlier, like real people gonna understand if they know. Like if they're your real friends or whatever you call them, like they'll understand. Like, but you have to be honest with yourself before can be honest with anything else, because at the end of the day, self care is the best care.
Man.
So like as long as you're like, for me, I always try to, like, for people that I care about, I always call to have a mental check. and
Hmm.
and and they'll tell you, like, I call, hey, what's up, bro? Just call and check on your mental, bro. How you feeling? How you doing? You good? Hey, don't lie to me now, because I'll pull up on you quick. So like,
Yeah.
I'll tell people, like, hey, just let me know, like, if you ain't good, man, it's okay. We know the issue. You're not good. Why are you not good? Like, I literally called my older sister and ask her questions. I'm like, hey sis, I feel like this about myself. I need help and need some guidance on how to not be so defensive or aggressive when it comes to this and this and this.
Hmm.
And then she'll just like, Aijalon, look, it's great that you found something that you feel like is a flaw for you and you want to fix it. Cool. Do you want my opinion right now? So then she'll give me her opinions. Like, okay, my opinion is I feel like you do. Da 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 da. Okay, cool. Let's work on this. So yeah, like, you gotta have self care, and you gotta have people around you that care about your mental too. And I tell anybody, it's three things I don't allow: for you to mess with my mental, my money, or my family. And if you mess with one of them, you're messing with all of them.
Hmm. Yeah.
So like, and that's it. Just be real. Like, I'm gonna tell it to you straight, whether you like it or not. It is what it is. Like, at least you'll respect me more for me being honest instead of me lying to you. Then you like, damn, I can't trust you to tell you anything.
Oh yeah, man. I'm the same way. I'm very um I'm just content with everything because I believe that those experiences, it just what compelled
Mm-hmm.
me to be able to do this, because this
Right.
this really takes a lot out of a person who haven't experienced hardship or anything like that.
Yeah.
It just allowed me to be able to be equipped with what I'm about to receive. And
Mm-hmm.
energy is so powerful. And once people understand that, man, you be very cautious about who you let around you and who you let near you.
Facts.
And
Facts.
and I just like honestly, now that I'm 33 years old now, I just really look at things like as a privilege. You know, it's a privilege to be able to, wake up every morning. Just
Mhm.
be able to do
Yeah, for
the
sure.
things that we plan on doing. Because, like I said,
You know,
our
and
plan,
I'm glad you said the word privilege
yeah,
with that because I don't think people understand waking up is a privilege. You don't have to wake up.
no, no, hell no,
We call it a blessing, but truly it's a privilege.
yeah,
It's a privilege that you was able to wake up because God had to give you that privilege.
facts,
Like so like I think and a lot of people get the words blessing misconstrued with different things and it's crazy. I'm like, y'all don't do you understand what a real blessing is? Or do you just feel like this was a blessing? Because you felt like you did something and now you're getting something in return. You don't get blessed for stuff that you're supposed to do anyway. It doesn't make sense. Like, why would I bless you for doing good when you're supposed to do good? That doesn't make any sense. Like, you get blessed unimaginably when you don't think about anything. Like when you're doing stuff out of just the kindness of your heart, of course you're going to get rewarded. You're just not going to get rewarded right when you think you're going to get rewarded. It may be 10, 15 years down the line. He may just added some time to your life and you don't even know it.
right,
Like, because waking up, like I said, is a privilege. The blessing is how long are you going to be here? Because at the end of the day, when you go in that ground, you got two dates, your birth and your death. Nobody saw that in between dash, except unless they
hmm,
know you or what you did in between it. That speaks for your entire life.
yeah, yeah,
And I'm and
and I
I'm not
totally
trying to
agree
say that
with you.
about say nothing about people that done passed, that people that passed young. Maybe they did what they were supposed to do in that short 15 years, 12 years, point maybe 30 minutes of being on this earth. Like even babies change it like that pass away. They teach you how to be a better person, a better parent, more caring, more patience, more this. It may take a little time, but when you I remember my great grandma used to always say, when you pray for something, be careful what you pray for and how you pray for it. So you pray for patience, don't think God just gonna give you patience. He gonna give you situations to give you the opportunity to be patient. You feel what I'm saying? So
Whew,
like I feel like
man,
like trust me, man. Look, I'm serious. Like it happens that way. You ask God for something. God, please, God, I'm praying to you for understanding. Okay, you want some understanding? Let me send this situation at you, this situation at you, and this situation at you. Let's see what let's test your understanding. If you can be understanding, okay. But you got to remember, if you haven't learned, it's just going to send the situation in a different type, in a different way. It's not going to send you the same situation because you recognize it. Of course, you're going to have patience. But if he sends it to you in a different way, how will you react? So you got to be careful for what you pray for and how you pray for it.
yeah, man. And to be honest with you, bro, there's no telling where would I have been if I didn't go through what I went through. I just sit back and be like, man, I
Right.
probably would have still been at my mom's house being verbally abused every day. All types of shit. But but I would say like my whole mindset was just like wasn't there yet. And so when I realized that, okay, life is too short, what do you have to lose and this and that, that's what really made me, boss up and man up. And that's what I just always explain to people, something that it's painful for you, it's gonna make you grow at the same time.
Yeah.
Cause I never seen a caterpillar that stayed a caterpillar. you know.
Unless you stepped on it.
Yeah, but yeah, man, it's just like stuff like that, man. It's just a lot of people be afraid to leave their comfort zone,
Yeah.
and we all aren't the same, like especially you're not the same as you was at 15, 16, 17, 18, and I'm not, and I'm happy because
Like,
I was ignorant, I was all types of stuff, but I was.
you ain't lying. Jesus. Bro, I don't think I had a good birthday at all in my teenage years because I stayed getting in trouble. It was the same type of trouble every year. Like I don't know how. Like I'm like, yo, I'm just being redundant at this point because apparently I'm just gonna keep doing it. But no, you're right. You're not the same. You
Mm-mm.
can't. You can't be the same. You gotta be uncomfortable. You gotta get into an uncomfortable position in order to grow. The best growth is the most uncomfortable growth. It doesn't matter what that comes with. It could come with death.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows? Like the like oh boy. Like just not even to go back to it, but even with my brother passing, like that grow from that and just being more of a man and having to step up and do different things and like FaceTime FaceTime my nephew just to check on him. I don't do it all the time like I should, and I'm going to do better with doing that.
Mm-hmm.
But just checking on him more, and being around my nieces and nephews, like because they don't have their uncle no more, and he was the one while I was out here doing all the music and running around doing the music and going hopping club singing and doing that. He was the one that was chilling with the nieces and nephews, playing with them, dancing. You know, that family man. Not saying I'm not family oriented either, but I definitely am. But he was doing it way more, you know, and his impact is what like that impact of what watching him just do what he do just made me be want to do the same, and grow more and be able to teach and show like, hey, you can still accomplish your dreams and goals, still be a family man. Don't be out here doing dumb stuff and live your whole life completely.
Yeah,
Which is why the music sounds like that. Which is why my music sounds like that now.
yeah, and that's a great realization, man, and because everybody really won and understood where it all came from. And I know like people perceive things differently. When they hear,
Mm-hmm.
your music, they're like, oh, he has a nice voice, or I love the message, I love the subject matter, I love the concept of it. But it comes from pain, you know what I'm saying? But you make pain into love. You
Yeah.
have this this healing power, man, about you. And
You the third person that done said that to me. That's crazy. And I always say if I hear it that 3 times, I'm gonna continuously believe it. That's crazy. That is so wild.
yeah, bro, it's true, man. We all have a gift. It's just a lot of people don't utilize their gifts and talents and stuff
Mm-hmm.
like that. But it's different from being an entertainer and being an artist, and you a true artist.
Yeah.
Just to take people out of whatever situation that they're going through that particular moment, and you make them feel good and make them get through
That's
the rest of the day and stuff. Cause man, I'll be bumping y'all tracks like I know my neighbors tired of me. I'll put it on
that's
blast and man, they tired of me, but it's all good
I
though.
gotta find out who you've been talking to, man, because you've been speaking on stuff that just been happening like recently. Like I just had a friend before the podcast started, like, like they just wrote me, it was like, hey, thank you for, always making me laugh and smile. And, although you go through what you go through, you still like your smile alone just makes and just makes like lights up the room. Like she was just saying like she didn't one of her aunt passed away from COVID. in Somalia, and her mom was dealing with. I know them, so I've been knowing them for a while, and I didn't know they were dealing with any of that, and just them talking to me, just like, yo, you just always had this good energy about you, and you always keep my mind off of blah blah blah. And I don't even be knowing what's going on. I never do. It's crazy. I never know what's going on in anybody's life, and but that right there just even just told me more about myself. Like, just as long as I just keep this energy of just being positive and keeping God first, and like I've always done, like I've never strayed away. My faith is one thing that I hold near and dear to me, and I never let anything material or any person try to steer me otherwise, because I know what it's done for me. And I ain't even trying to sound like biblical or preach right now, but it's just real. Like, you got, like, that's my entire message behind music. Like, just continuously be you at all times. Like, no matter what, like, they're either people gonna love you for you or hate you for you. It doesn't matter. And even if they hate you for you, they're gonna still talk about you, and then somebody else is gonna want to know about you, and then you just gain so many more people to love you just because one person decided to hate you. That's just like having a YouTube show, and you got 25,000 views, and you got 24,999 likes and one dislike. It's got to be one. It's got to be one, because you
Yeah,
have to have a balance.
yeah,
It's all about balance. At the end of the day, that's it. That's it.
yeah, man.
Don't get me preaching on here, man. Come on, let's get down.
Yeah, bro. So when is your birthday, man?
I'm a Taurus, April 24th. Taurus gang, you already know.
Okay, so what if I tell you that your life path number is a 6?
I will believe you.
And when I'm about to read to you, I want you to see if I'm on point with this or not. I'm about to read something to you. Um, yeah, because I really be looking up stuff like this, man. And a lot of my peoples be like, man, you be on point with this, man. Like, how you know this about me? Um,
All right, let's see what you got.
okay. About to, about to read it to you momentarily.
Let me get my tarot card reading.
Silly, man. Yeah, well, it says life path number 6 is the number of responsibility and awareness, and those born with a life path 6 tend to be incredible nurturers. You are likely more home, family, or community oriented and tend to be more loving, warm, understanding, compassionate, responsible, and reliable, and interested in pleasing others. You are an excellent caretaker and provider and enjoy being of service to others. And this is especially true with your family and friends. Your life revolves around home and family, and your parenting instincts are very strong.
I can't even. Yo, like, I can't even deny not one thing that you just said. And all I can say is I probably overdo it, because I'm so caring. I care about people, man. Like, I would not want to see, like, anybody down, especially if I'm up. So, like, I would do what I can. Like, I give my all, my last, like, to people, man. Like, I've been to the point where I gave my all and my last, and I had negative, like, dollars, if we want to talk financial. I've done all of that, like, and I'll do it again. Like, I'll do it again and again and again, because it's like God always bring it back, and I don't be looking for it. Like, I may do it and get down and be like, dang, I shouldn't have did all of this. But then at the end of the day, I switch and be like, you know what? I'm glad I did all of this, because whatever's to come is going. It's to come. Like, what's for you is for you, and it is what it is. Like, I will always be a good nurturer. I will always be a good caretaker. I will always be family oriented. That's just who I am. Like that's what I stand on, like heavily. And there's nothing that like when I have my kids, I'm gonna be there for my kids. It's nothing that nobody can do. I'm going to be right there. I'm gonna be in that birth in that delivery room. I'm probably gonna be the one helping pull it out if I don't pass out. I might help pull it out if I don't pass out. But I'm gonna be there for my kids. Like I don't care what nobody say. Like it's nothing. It's I don't care if I'm at a show. If I get a call, hey, rush to the hospital. I'm on a plane right there. I'm like, hey, I'm sorry, I'm canceling the show. I will give everybody their money back. I'm about to have a baby. I'm out. Boom.
Man, bro, me too, man. Like I always express that to people because people think because you don't have kids in your 30s that it's a red flag and this and that. But I just always wanted a family of my own.
Right.
And because I didn't get the chance to experience that in my childhood, so I said when I become an adult, my first kid, and they gonna really know what love is and stuff, and just try to be that everything to them. And I know that I'm gonna make some mistakes
Mm-hmm.
along the way, but I'm gonna make an effort, and it's always about making an effort to
Effort.
anybody,
Yeah.
because my stepfather, before he passed away, he just always told me that you're gonna be all right, son. I see so much greatness in you. And this was when I was on the streets and homeless and then this and that. And I was like a young dude, 19, 20, going through this. And he would just tell me like, your life ain't over yet. You still have a long way to go. And I'm like, man, what are you talking about, man? Like, mama don't even want me in the house right now. You know what I'm saying? But it's just amazing the transformation, the metamorphosis that I made.
Yeah.
And I tell people this all the time. You gotta want the kind of life that you want, and it's gonna take work. It's gonna take prayer. It's gonna take disappointments. It's gonna take for you to lose people. I mean, not just like it's death, but you're gonna have to leave some people alone in order for you to get to your truest potential. And that's what I'm about every day, man. Because it's just people who used to see you a certain way, they're not going to be
Mm-hmm.
able to accept the new
Right.
you.
Right.
But yeah, man, before we wrap this up, I hate to see you go and I hope you come back. but,
Most definitely.
but yeah, so what's one thing that you want to be remembered for?
Just I would want to be remembered for just being me.
Hmm.
Just just being who you know. That never stopped. That's it. Like I don't people gonna always have their own, description of you. And like Big Mama say, people gonna talk about you whether you here or you not.
Right.
But while I'm here, you would know me for not stopping. Cause I'm one of them people that if I started something, I gotta finish it. And luckily I got into something that never ends. So so I guess the only thing I would have to say is like the work ethic because it never stops. I'm trying to be like Pop. I'm trying to have posthumous albums for decades. Like you're gonna have to hear me for the rest of your life, and your kids gonna have to hear me. They're gonna have to figure out why is they still releasing music, and this dude been dead for 30 years. You know what I'm saying? So like, I'm trying to be one of them. My city gonna have to build a doggone marble statue of me or something, and say, hey, look, from Salem, Crawford, Alabama, this dude right here, he did that. He did that. That's all I know.
Man, I swear we think so much the same way. Like it's just crazy because I say that all the time. Like I ain't getting my face on no t-shirt. I'm gonna be on murals. I'm gonna be a statue one day. I think the same way.
Yeah, man.
And before you go, man, where can everybody find you and up and coming projects coming on? What's
Ooh.
up?
Okay, let's talk about the upcoming project first. I got an upcoming project. I'm trying to get it released by beginning of November sometime. So that's gonna be dope. You're gonna catch a lot of. I'm sorry, just yawn, but you're gonna catch a lot of visuals. It's gonna be a lot of visuals this go around because I didn't get a chance, the opportunity to really like focus on the visuals. I was just so completely solely focused on making music so much. I keep forgetting about the visuals. But now that y'all getting to see these visuals, cause like y'all get to really get the character of me. Like y'all get to really see my personality. This like what you see in the video is who I really am. I don't fake nothing. There's no script. It's all me. Like the laughs, the smile, me throwing up the middle finger, all of that. That's me. That's what I do. You know, that's what I do all the time. Like it's all pure. But if y'all want to follow me, y'all can follow me on Instagram at AIJALONSINGZ. That's Aijalon Singz. You know, same thing on all my social media. Like I don't change nothing. Y'all gonna, like I said, y'all gonna know me for me.
Okay, bro. But I need you. I need a track from you, man. From the mixtape, man. I hope you got me. I still got some
I got
spots
you.
open. I got some spots open, man.
What you? Hey, whatever vibe you want, I'll give it. I
Okay.
got so much to shoot. I rap too, so don't think y'all. I'm gonna put all of these rappers like dead serious. When I say this, I mean this. I'm gonna make all of these rappers like really think about their craft. Because if you really let a singer come in here and really outdo you like that, like the way I'm about to outdo y'all, that's all I'm gonna say. And this right here, this ain't even the confident side of me. This is the cocky part of me right now. I'm saying this in the most cockiest of way because I really want people to hold me to it and hold me accountable. When I put some of this rap stuff out, all these rappers that y'all listen to, when y'all hear my substance compared to their substance, we're gonna see who's really here and who's really here. We're not gonna sit here and keep talking about the same drugs and you know females and doing this and that and the third that you don't do anyway. We gonna see what this content we over here on this like Kendrick and Cole type stuff over here. Like even when you listen to K Dub, that's what you getting. You getting that type of caliber of rap. Like this stuff is real. Like all this stuff that we talking about is real. It's not no facade. Like no, like I'm what I'm talking about. I've either really done or I've seen some of my friends do, or seen out in general public, and I write about it. So, hey, all I'm gonna say is, hey, keep your ears open. That's it. Keep your ears open, because you about to get hit with a whole bunch. That's all I know.
Oh yeah, man.
Oh,
I'm
one
ready.
more thing, one more thing, last thing. I just thought about this.
Hmm.
So, in honor of my brother, um, I'm getting all of his tracks together that he's had,
Hmm.
and um, I'm going to release a tribute EP to him. I'm actually working on some of it like now actually, which is right before we started the podcast. You know, so I'm working on that. Just finishing up some verses for me on with him because we never got to do a song, and that's really all he wanted. And I feel so bad because I remember one night we was leaving my uncle's studio. He's like, "Hey, come on, AJ, get on the track, bro." And I told him, I was like, "Bro," I said, "We gotta work on it. We gotta work on his studio voice first. Let's work on his studio voice first. Get this down packed. Once we get this down packed, trust me, we on tracks. We on track after track because he can, man. When I say boy can write, the boy could write. The boy can really write. So like, I just told him like, yo, we just need to focus on working on your studio voice. Who are you in the booth? And then we finna get on these tracks. And that's probably the one thing I regret. That's one thing I regret not doing the track. while he was here, so he can like feel that energy. But he gonna feel it. I wish he could. I wish that when I put these tracks out, he can wake him up. Cause I'd be like, "Hey, let's get. Hey, Nick, you back, bro? Hey, Matt, we finna get this." So, that's the type of energy I got, man. I love my bro, man, and he still feed me energy to this day. So all these projects that y'all about to get hit with, that deal, that deal.
Yeah, man. Like I said, bro, you got it, man. And just want to say thank you for coming on here, bro, and blessing me
No problem.
and everything like that. And just hit me up, man. This ain't over. Like we cool, we locked in.
For sure, all day.
But all right, bro.
Hey, no matter how big I get, I'm always gonna be here, no matter what.
Same.
And you got my word on that. And you got my word on that.
Oh yeah, man. Same here, bro. Like, sure, I can have you on a lot. You know what I'm saying? Just let me know.
I don't want to do it too much. We gotta let people resonate a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah. But they
We might come back like 2-3 months.
okay, man. I'm with it.
It depends. It depends. You know what? I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna give exclusives. I'm gonna give exclusives. And when the time is right.
Okay, bro. Just hit me up, man, and you take care, man, and be safe,
For
fam.
sure. Always.
All right, bro. Be easy. Thanks.
Appreciation.
Yep.